If you've got swollen or painful legs, solving the problem should be a big priority for you. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a product that can help you do just that. If you don't know who I am, my name is Will Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Renpho leg massager, which is a product that I love for the purposes of reducing swelling and pain in the legs. Now, swollen legs are a very common problem, especially for over 50s. Being sedentary or not very active is a cause of swelling in the legs. So is lymphedema, so is post-surgical cases where you just have to sit around after having major trauma in the leg. All of these things can cause swollen and painful legs. And the problem is, if you're not very active or you can't be very active, it's very difficult to get rid of that swelling. And the swelling can cause problems. It can cause pain just by being there. It can cause stiffness because it stops the movement of a joint. And it can even lead to the risks of deep vein thrombosis or DVT. It can also lead to the breakdown of the quality of your skin, and that can be difficult to recover from. So flushing the swelling out and improving your symptoms should be a priority if you're suffering with this kind of problem, and that's where the leg massager from Renpho comes in. What this leg massager does is it inflates air pockets inside it and it pushes that swelling away from the feet and the calves and the thighs, back up through the veins and the lymphatic drainage system back towards the heart so it can be cleared. Let's have a look at the product. I'll show you how it works, and if you buy this product, I hope it helps you. So here is the Renpho leg massager. You can see that it's got three separate parts to it. It's got your foot part, it's got your calf part, and it's got your thigh part. So I've already attached the foot and the calf part, and basically it's just a Velcro fastening system. But to show you on the thigh, you take both ends and basically just Velcro them together. Now you can tell if you've got it on correctly because you'll have a label to indicate which leg it should be, and that will also show you which way is up and which way is down. It's pretty self-explanatory, and once you've laid the thing out, you'll be able to work out where it should go. And then in terms of tightness, you want to be able to tuck 4 fingers between your thigh and the cuff. So for example, on me, that needs to be a little bit tighter. There should be breathing space when before you switch the thing on. So it's plugged in, it's got a lovely, secure, stable handset, nice and big, and the first thing I'm going to do is just switch it on by using the power button. Now with this device, it's very simple to use. So you've got 2 separate areas that you can switch on. The first is called the combined setting, and that is when you get treatment from all 3 of the pad areas. And the second is the separate setting, and that's where you can choose to either treat your feet, your calf or your thigh separately. And I'm not sure if you can hear that right now, but it's switching on and compressing with air at the moment. I have the machine at the moment on combined 1, okay? And what combined 1 is a combination of treatment for all 3 body parts. Combined 2 is just treating the feet and the calves, and combined 3 is treating each one but in turn, okay? If I wanted to just treat one area, the separate setting would be better. So the thing's switching on now and I can feel it filling up. So basically the machine works with air pressure. So there's air bubbles or air pockets inside the cuff, and they're slowly filling up. So it's been on for probably a minute now, and I can really start to feel some compression, first of all around my calves and my feet. And it's a really nice feeling actually. It feels like it's just squeezing the muscles, as if someone's got my calf in 2 hands and they're just squeezing. Now, there's 4 different intensity settings with this device. I've got it on setting number 2 at the moment. I'm just gonna knock it up 1. And now the thigh treatment has started as well. And again, it feels like you've got a number of hands just around your thigh squeezing. So the uses for this, well, there's many different ways you can use it. It would be good for someone who is suffering from swelling in their lower legs because you get that compression component. You also get the gentle rhythmical movement of the air pocket. It's almost like it's trying to flush the swelling away from the limbs. It'll also be good for pain in the feet, because it's like a foot massage down there, and also some pressure to kind of release tension in the plantar fascia. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that's the air pockets just gently releasing so that another one can fill up. It's quite a sophisticated machine. It looks very simple. I put the cuffs on, and to be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect. But now it's running, you can see that they're all working in tandem, they're coordinated. So at the moment, I've got pressure in two areas. I've got pressure in the thigh and the foot. And even though this is called a leg massager, I would call it more of a compression device. So I like compression as a treatment, especially for someone who's got an injury or swelling or pain in an area, because it does feel quite nice, but it also has physiological effects of flushing out waste products, helping to loosen up tight areas and to decrease swelling as well. Now, I was surprised when I tested this yesterday at how high the intensity can go. So I've just switched this up onto its top intensity, and I'm going to switch it just to separate. So now I'm just treating the thigh. So it's just filling up now. The intensity's building. It's still building, it's still building, it's still building. And it gets to a point where it could probably be quite uncomfortable if you weren't expecting it. So you have to have this thing close to hand. It's still building. So now that's almost like a pleasant pain, if that makes sense. So it's relieving some of the tension in the muscle. I have to keep the muscle relaxed, because if I try and fight against it at the moment, it will start to cause some discomfort. But if the intensity ever gets too much, you can always knock it down on the device like this. So now I'm going to switch it to just the calves. It fills reasonably quickly, so I would say from 0 to its maximum intensity probably takes about 30 seconds to build up. And this would be great for people who have some edema in the legs. Maybe if you've developed swelling down there and you want to find a way to flush it out, this would be a good option. It would be good for people with tight calves. It's like a complement to calf stretching, I would say. So now that pressure is building up in the calves. And the machine is good because it pauses, it gets to a point and pauses, and then increases, then pauses, then increases. And if at any point you feel like it's too much, at a pause, you can just knock the intensity down again. Again, I'm trying here to keep the calf muscle relaxed. And then as the machine works away, it starts to release some intensity. Let's have a look at the feet. So the feet area I found interesting, because when you put the pads on, initially it feels quite loose. So it doesn't feel like there's much in the way of grip around your feet. So I thought, well, this is probably not going to do much. But I was really surprised at how much pressure, in a good way, this actually puts through your feet when it gets to its maximum. I'm going to put it up to highest intensity just because I want to feel what it can do. Still inflating now. And as we said before, this would be brilliant for people who get swollen feet. If you live in a warm climate and you find that you're not that mobile, sometimes people end up with swelling in their feet. And a good option for those people would be to use this device with their feet up. Okay, so to have their feet up off a stable surface, you would have probably raised about 6 inches above the hip, and that would help to just flush the swelling down and away. Now for most people, I'd recommend using this for a period of 10 to 15 minutes per session if you're going to do it. You can come back to it a few times a day. Excellent for swelling, probably pretty good for pain as well. I don't have any lower limb pain at the moment, but I can imagine that tight, sore muscles would respond well to this. One thing it doesn't do is it doesn't heat up, which would be an additional bonus. But obviously, given the product's price range, I think it's very reasonable for what it does. And then you can use it intermittently throughout the day to help you with pain and swelling. So that is the Renpho leg massager. As I said in the video, it'd be great for people with swollen lower limbs or edema, or maybe post-surgical recovery. It's got a range of settings on it. It can go from very gentle to quite tough. Certainly does massage the legs. So the pro with this is that I would believe it to be very effective for reducing swelling and possibly muscle soreness and pain. It'd be a great thing to use after an athletic event or post-surgery if you're just looking for that little bit of improved swelling and accelerated recovery. The only drawbacks of this product, as I mentioned, is that it's quite cumbersome to set up when you first get it out the box, but once you have the hang of it, it's totally fine. So once you have the tubes and the pads in the right place, you're absolutely fine, but it might just take some getting used to. The product itself is very effective. It surprised me at how strong it was. So if you're in doubt, at about a £95 price point in the UK at the time of recording, I would say that this product does fulfill the value on offer. So have a go with it. If you've used this product and enjoyed it, please do leave a comment below. And if you want to get more from me, please do subscribe to the channel using the link below. But thank you so much for your time. If you get this product, I hope you have a good time with it and it helps you. And I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.